Against enemies, we can observe them wandering for 40 years in the desert without an apparent direction. 148-5 We can observe people living in tents, beaten by the sand, burned by the sun, carrying their things from one place to another, crying children, uncomfortable mothers, and a whole series of undesirable situations. Possibly the Israelite who died in the desert did not even know what we know today, that the only objective for which they had to live all this was so that they could be ready to possess the promised land. That land flowing with milk and honey. 3. And now I want to ask you, when you look at your life or the life of this church or the life of your family, what do you see? Surely not everything is a sea of roses. Many things that happen to us are not the most desired. We often painfully experience a series of vicissitudes, things that make us suffer. 1. In this world there are husbands who lose their wives or vice versa, parents who bury their children, men and women who never manage to form a home, and who in the deepest part of their being would like to have someone to share their life with. 2. There are also people who suffer from having a sick loved one under their responsibility or in such a situation that does not allow him or her to do what he or she always wanted to do. 3. There are also people in this world who suffer injustice, mistreatment, abuse, and a series of misfortunes. 4. There are people who are physically injured intentionally or people who unfortunately had to lose their health in an accident or because of a reckless driver. I don't know which are the most painful experiences in your life, those that you would like to know why they had to happen. 4. No one in this world will be able to get out of your mind what causes you pain. It is likely that like the Israelite who rested in the desert or like the patriarch Abraham, you and I will have to rest with those memories in our minds. 5. But today I want to invite you to, no matter the sad experience you have had to live, to see beyond the moment or the experience that produces pain. 6. If you are faithful to your Creator and despite this you suffer, I invite you to see the hand of God in the midst of your pain, the one who brought you into this world. The one who loved you from the day you were born. He invited you to remember that he brought you into this world not to make you suffer but to see you prosper, so that you would be completely happy. 7. But I invite you to remember that to make God's desire come true we often have to go through painful experiences. Experiences that are incomprehensible to us today, but that although they never occurred by God's will. 149 He will use them to complete the dream that one day He had for you when He brought you into this world. 8. Trust in God, believe in Him. If you are a good child of God and despite this you suffer, trust that whatever is causing you pain or has caused you pain and has no explanation for you, Him, your God, the one who always loved you, He will use that for your good. Development and changes. 1. When we continue analyzing the life of the people of Israel, we find in their experience great changes that forever affected their existence, but directed by God they were always for the better. First we find a group of happy people